Okay, so hi girls, I hope you're great. Today I'm going to talk about this book that is called A Kiss Before Dying. Um, yeah, so I hope you enjoy this presentation. So let's begin. I would like to begin by saying that this book has a lot of events. So if you're not paying attention to the book, you can get easily like lost because it has a lot of situations on it. So I guess that the writer's purpose with this book is to illustrate how the greed and ambition can can make or can lead someone to make or to take foolish decisions or kind of dumb, and also is to show how a narcissist person believes that she or he, in this case is a man, will never get caught. So yeah, before talking about uh, or get into the book, I will talk about facts of the author that I believe that are kind of related to the book. Then I will try to briefly tell the story. And lastly, I will talk about the three concepts that I believe that um, are worth talking about. So yeah, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so uh, about the writer. His name is Ira Levin. To be honest, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I will say that way. He was born in 1929 and passed away in 2007. A fact about him is that he never moved out New York. I mean, he born there and he died there. So I guess this is kind of weird for writers because they always like are moving on. Well, I don't know. He began his writing career with television scripts. Actually, many of his books are movies right now. So, yeah, it is an important thing to know. The first of the seven mainly mystery novels he published was A Kiss Before Dying, which in fact is the book that I'm going to talk about right now. So, a fact about it is that he won a prize that is called um, Edgar Allan Poe Prize or something like that, because this was his first novel and it turned a bestseller. So yeah, he was popular for that. His most popular novel is Rosemary Baby, which is a movie too. It's a horror movie. So yeah, this is a these are the facts about the writer. So okay, let's move on. Here we have the story, and I want to look at or to begin telling you that the story begins. Sorry, the story begins with a character that is called the handsome young man. And to be honest with you, at first I get upset or I didn't understand why he didn't have a name. I thought that maybe the writer was kind of lazy or something like that, and he just decided to don't like write a name. But as the story was like progressing or taking place, I noticed that knowing the name of the first character becomes a riddle to solve. So yeah, this is an important thing to do to know, sorry, about the story. This handsome young man had a wealthy girlfriend, and her name was Dorothy. but he actually didn't love her. He was with her just because she was rich and she came from a very rich family. So he was only interested in her father's fortune. Yeah, the first event on the story that maybe makes that everything like take place or make sense is that Dorothy became pregnant and he got sorry, I write down get what it is. He got upset about it because it wasn't what he had planned. So he started to um like plan something or make a plan because he knew that if her father found out about her pregnancy, he wouldn't support her financially. And uh, so there would be no point in marrying her because he wasn't in love with her. He just wanted her money. So um, he pushed her to have an abortion. But yeah, she he pushed her to have an abortion by taking pills. But she didn't want to. She was in love with him and she pretend or she fake taking those pills, but it was so she lied to him taking that she already had taken the pills, but that wasn't true. So um, then she told him that the pills weren't working in her body. So he decided that if she uh, he doesn't want the baby, and he doesn't wanted to have a poor family, so he decided to kill her. And first he got like arsenic pills that is kind of a poison. Yeah, in high levels it is poison for our bodies. So he he get arsenic pills and he got her to write a suicide note so he could like fake a suicide of her. I mean, he can fake that he commits suicide. And yeah, he gave her the pills, pretending that were another pills to have an abortion. I mean, like in the second time. But she lied to him again or for the second time, and yeah, she didn't take the pills, so she didn't die. But an important thing about it is that he believed or he trusts him to take the pills. So that suicide note he sent it to his sister, her Dorothy sister, that is called Ellen. But because she wasn't there that day, he decided to kill her by himself. And um, yeah, he threw her off from a building. And as you can see in the slide, this picture is how he killed her. I mean, and maybe that's why the book is called that way, a kiss before dying, because this was the way that he chose to kill her. So yeah, and actually, or as a matter of fact, this is from a movie that came up in the 90s. So yeah, this is not from the book. This is from the movie. So yeah, um, so he sent this letter to Ellen, who was Dorothy's sister, because he believed that if anyone asked him about her or about what happened to her, he will use the suicide letter to pretend he had nothing to do with it. So it was like something to cover his back or something like that. So yeah, then he dated Dorothy's sister, who is Ellen, but he ended up like killing her too because Ellen was so clever and she found out um, how the murder of her sister happened. So yeah, he ended up. So at this point, he had already killed both the both sisters. I mean Dorothy and then Ellen. Then, because he was so ambitious and desperate to get rich or have money, because yeah, he it was his only purpose to get money, to get in Dorothy's father company. So yeah, he ended up dating with Marion, who is the other Dorothy sister. I mean, they were three sisters. Um, but the story ends that Marion was different compared to her sister, and she realized and found out the truth about it thanks to a guy that had helped her. So yeah, the story ends when the father um, realized all the truth and they kill him. I mean, this is how the story ends. So, yeah, there are a lot of deaths in the story. So, yeah, let's move on. The three concepts that I choose, I would like to look at crime because as you hear the previous thing that I was telling you, there are a lot of crimes in this story, and yeah, there are a lot of um well, I think that these men have like mental issues because I believe that a person that is just greed or ambitious um, can't or wouldn't kill someone just for money or something like that. So yeah, maybe he had mental issues and everything he does was because of that. He felt like he needed to do it um, to get what he wanted. And yeah, I one of the conclusions I reached is that if Ellen hadn't written a letter to her boyfriend that now you as reader can know that was the same boy. I mean, that's why in the story we didn't know the name of the young handsome man because it was the same boy. And if you know the name from the very beginning, you lost all the plot of the story. So yeah, if she hadn't written that letter, telling telling him all the truth, she would have been alive at the end of the story, and um maybe the story will end in a different way. So yeah, I wish, to be honest, someone had caught him because at the end he believed that he can get away with everything he do. So yeah, he was kind of a narcissist too, and I hope to don't get around people like this because he looks like a normal person, but actually he was mad. So yeah, this is what I have to say about the book. So I will better stop here. I don't know if any of you guys have a question or a comment.
Oh yeah. Okay. That was interesting. And I like to know how the handsome guy just killed the other sisters, like the same way, or how?
Okay, yeah, the second sister, Ellen, um, he killed her with a gun. He shot her, just like um she traveled to a place and he was there, and she was like, "Oh, honey, how why are you here?" And he was just like, boom, and he killed her like that way. So yeah, um he was crazy. Yeah, and the other sister, he killed her. um no, the other sister, he didn't kill the third sister because at this point he was dead. So yeah, he couldn't kill her. So yeah, yeah. Thank you, Karen.
Okay, thank you.
Um, I want to congratulate you, Marie. Your presentation was very interesting. I really want to read that book because sounds like a psychological thriller. I imagine that it could be a good movie. So yeah, and I want to ask you,
Yeah.
and I want to ask you, if you think that the book could have another final.
Yeah, yeah, I will like to respond to the first thing that you say. I agree with you. I would like to watch the movie. Actually, I will look for it because it looks very interesting. So yeah, I recommend you to watch the movie, even though I hadn't seen that. But yeah, I will watch it. And yeah, I would like I mentioned, I wish someone had caught him from the very beginning, because he felt so good with himself at killing people, because he don't only kill uh, her girlfriend that was pregnant. I mean, just imagine that. He also
Mhm.
killed like um the boy who helped Ellen, and another boy that, to be honest, I don't remember the name right now. But yeah, he killed a lot of people that just because they have connection or were related to the
My
people.
God.
Yeah, so he was ambitious, but I'm in a insane way or in an unhealthy way, because he killed everyone that um cuts into his way or something like that. So yeah, he was mad. Yeah.
So he was like a serial killer.
To be honest, I don't know, because maybe a serial killer is someone that has like a pattern to his victims, and he choose them, and yeah, goes like this. But maybe, I mean, he only wants money. He wants to get rich, and he believed that if anyone like crossed in his road, he had to kill them just like this. So yeah, he was like mad. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for your questions and comments. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy the presentation, and thank you, teacher. So see you.